last couple of years, while Melbourne have been a good side, he gathers a lot of possessions and wastes the football.
21 possessions, Ian.
And they've all been very productive. So, can the Lions make that comeback at the back? No one can break away, and the umpire will come in and bounce. There's only 2 kicks in it still, and there's plenty of time left. O'Dwyer and Rendell, they've had a struggle all day. Rendell tries to get the tap out over the top line. Kick out of that by the Melbourne forwards, up towards Wynn. Wynn just gets his foot to the ball, but here's a chance for Eishold. Eishold onto the left foot. Snapshot, goes across the face, marking contest. At the base of the pack was Wynn. Gets it out to Lynch, and Fitzroy are out of trouble. Lynch's high ball out to the wing, and the mark's been taken by Johnson in front of Galina. So Johnson will put Melbourne back into attack. He runs on, poor marking by the Fitzroy players, and Johnson gathers an extra 10 metres, kicks it up towards full forward. A great punch away there by McGrath, and we'll have a boundary throw in about 15 or 20 metres around from the Melbourne goal. 16-7 plays 13-12. Melbourne leading by 13 points. 17.5 minutes left in the match. Throw in. Steins gets the tap out. Jackson gets the hand pass back to Newport. Newport's high kick has been marked. Maybe. No, says the umpire. Throw it in, please, boundary umpire.
And we noticed in the centre of the ground there, Matt Rendell in a bit of trouble with cramp. He has worked very hard today against O'Dwyer and Steins. There's no wonder he is suffering a little in the legs.
Pert tries to get the tap out. Eishold's caught. Brockhurst gets the kick out. Out to the wing, and a good mark. Diving mark taken by Lyon. He's looking to play on. Got the player running past in Delina. Delina kicks it wide. Gale leads for Fitzroy. Close to the line again. And it goes over for a boundary throw in just as Grinter throws himself at the football. So Fitzroy are now in their attacking half of the ground. Can they do something with it?
They need the next goal, certainly. There's Roos and Dwyer. Contest. Dwyer thrown off it. Johnson's kick into midfield. Doesn't bounce kindly for Pekin. Wilson gets the better of that. One would have thought just about got ridden into the ground. Newport's kick is well smothered. Steins, McGrath just about grabbed him. Still got his kick in to his credit, but he might have put it out of bounds on the full. And in fact, he has done. Stevens will take the free kick.
Matt Rendell coming off the ground now with that cramp, and Brad Edwards, should I say, coming on the ground for Fitzroy to centre-half forward.
Well, they're going to lack a little bit of height, aren't they? McGrath takes the grab. He's done a magnificent job, Matt Rendell. But he's had to beat 2 of them, and there's one of them. We just couldn't mark it. Rode's been a good player today, so has Johnson. Then again, isn't he always? Dummies the hand pass onto Newport. Into the square. Fine mark taken by Lynch. He has got a good pair of hands, that fellow, and a good leap. Former Tasmanian. And again, I suppose we'd better delete the former. Probably proud of that. This is Kapler. To centre wing, not a well-directed kick. Stephen Stretch takes the mark and gets met heavily. I would have thought he took the mark. The umpire has given play on. Kapler diving on top of it, gets dragged off it. Pekin comes in to lend assistance. It will be bounced just off the edge of the square. A tick over 15 minutes remaining in the game, and 13 points is the difference. So Steins against McGrath. Steins has the height and gets front position. Well played, Jim Steins. Brockhurst. Stretch at midfield. Blakey in pursuit. Ball lobbed high to half forward. Lyon flew high, landed heavily. And Fitzroy might get out of trouble. They do. Lynch streaming downfield. Long kick. Love it. 2 hands to it. Lyon pinches it. Osborne grab. Rode. Melbourne in numbers. He's lobbed it high towards midfield. That's the driest part of the ground, which has been covered. Eishold holding the ball. No, says the umpire. It'll be a bounce just wide of the circle.
Just over 14 minutes left, and Fitzroy trailing by 13 points. They've tried valiantly, but Melbourne have had the answers. The ball just slightly forward of centre for the Demons. Steins makes it even further. Here's a chance for Pert. And his quick kick is over the boundary line on the full. So the free kick will go to Melbourne to be taken by Eishold. Gary Pert directing traffic up on that full back line. He's had his hands full all the afternoon with Gary Lyon, who's kicked 4 goals. It's been a tremendous battle. Eishold perhaps looking for Steins. No, he's not. He's looking in the Lyon direction. Pert over the top. Great mark. Plays on quickly. Looping hand pass out in front of Stevens. Ahern. Stevens under pressure. Gets the hand pass back to Wind. And Fitzroy, a little fortunate, out of trouble. Wind's hand pass into the centre. Can this player break clear? Armstrong. Short pass into the centre proper. Matera. Fitzroy a chance. Matera's kick wide. A little too far for Lyon. Bumped off the football by Road, but he goes back after it again. Look at this skill. Hand pass over the top. Osborne. Snapshot for goal. Close. Just offline. Excitement at the MCG.
Some skill there, and if only Wally Matera, without being critical, had have found Ross Lyon, it could have been a shot at goal.
2 straight kicks the difference. Players certainly looking tired now as Eishold grubs the kick up towards midfield. Finally picked up for Melbourne. Road has maybe a dislocated finger as he comes off the ground. Wilson's kick is high, doesn't travel much territory at all. Wynn takes the mark for Fitzroy. Played a good game. Chris
Connolly back on the ground for Road.
Eishold again, might be a free kick going Fitzroy's way. There 50. Is, and that'll be 50, yes, you're right. Melbourne got 5 of those in the first quarter. Steve O'Dwyer got 2. Yes, it is a dislocated finger to Peter Road, and they are painful.
So are the 50-metre penalties.
Which I'd sooner have go against me, though. Well, the coach would echo those thoughts. Now, Roos has the mark. Almost looks like he's got a pair of Bombay bloomers on there, but the pads are to protect the thighs, and there's plenty of padding. Kick number 16 for the Fitzroy captain. About 48 metres out. That's a good kick. It's a goal. 3 goals to Roos. Again, it's only a goal the difference in favour of Melbourne. They've led all day. Steins, great leap at this stage of the game. Down to stretch, or in fact looking for him. The umpire says a Fitzroy free kick for a push-out. And that recipient is going to be Blakey. He will take that just short of midfield.
Blakey plays on quickly, kicks it wide to half forward looking for Roos. CO over the top, Roos 1 out. Look at the 3 Melbourne defenders, love it, backing up. Long hand pass, stretch, a short chip kick. Healy takes the mark in front of Pert, and be careful Gary Pert, because that perhaps wasn't necessary. Looking anxiously over his shoulder, Greg Healy plays on, kicks the ball towards centre half forward, marking contest on. McGrath, kick off the ground, up towards full forward. The mark's been taken by Brockhurst. He could come to the members' side. No, he's going to the outer side where he gathers 5 metres. Now he kicks at 45. And a great mark taken out there by Ahern, the youngster.
Players these days seem afraid to punch the ball.
Ahern's kick towards full forward. There's a good punch by the Fitzroy defence. Delina's kick has been smothered, but he gets it wide over the top of Grinter. It sits for him, does it well, Grinter. Short pass is brilliant, and the mark's been taken by Newport. Newport outside 50. Kicks it to the front of the 10-metre square. Punch away at the back line, but it's punched through from behind by Pekin. So now Melbourne lead by 7 behinds. Nearly 26,000 people here at the MCG, which is not a bad crowd. I guess the first match, everyone's pretty interested in how their team will go. Gary Pert's kick, beautiful, perfect. Stevens, over the top, Blakey, back to Stevens. And the Fitzroy players with teamwork out of trouble. Stevens runs up towards the wing. Now he's forced to kick the ball high to half forward, dropping in short. Lovett can't mark. He's been pushed as he went for it, and Lovett will take the free kick.
One bounce too many there for Brett Stevens. He's put himself right under pressure to kick the ball then very high, having taken that second bounce, and it gave his forwards no chance.
Brett Lovett, who perhaps didn't have the pre-season that he would have liked. Beautiful pass, though, finds Lyon. And Lyon between wing and half forward will put the Demons perhaps within goal-scoring distance. A short pass is on again. It's Steins, and the big fella runs on. Short kick. Looking for Eishold. He gathers the football, gets his boot to ball. High towards centre half forward. O'Dwyer.
made for him.
Well, the Melbourne fans below us were cheering even before the ball got to within, say, 5 metres. I think they saw the big guy underneath it. And what a great mark he took.
Well, Darren Kaplan, to be fair, is about 9 inches shorter.
Dwyer punts for goal. Good kick. Melbourne have got some breathing space.
Now, Steve O'Dwyer kicked that goal. Kelly Austin's decided to bring Matt Rendell back on the ground. He's brought him on to go into that centre square area and combat the next bounce down, and Brad Edwards has come off the ground, having only had a very short stint on the ground for this game.
Oh, he's a big man short, isn't he?
Yes, he is. That's a very good mark to Steve O'Dwyer. They're very hard to judge. The ball's so high in the air for a fellow so tall. But as you said, Peter, they're the ones he must mark.
He would love John Ironmonger out there, but Ironmonger, of course, has not had the pre-season that he would have desired either. Matt Rendell looking like the walking wounded. Newport. Again, Melbourne get it out of the centre, which they have done probably 75% of times today. Wynn knocks it down for Pert. Matera is the target, but it's going to be him and also Greg Healy over the line. And on centre wing, it will be thrown back into play. Newport has 20 kicks today. Stephen Stretch has 21. They've certainly been two of Melbourne's best players. Steins and Rendell. Matera, not too much science about that. And another kick off the ground, this time going Melbourne's way. It's out of bounds. And the Demons gaining some meterage. It's about 70 metres around from their goal now. They lead by 13 points with 8 minutes remaining. Steins and Rendell. Pekin. Rendell just can't mark it. Picked up by Armstrong. Back towards half forward, and the mark is taken by Carl Delina, a recruit from South Australia. But the Lions are seeking to add mobility around the packs. Delina, short pass. Melbourne again playing in front. Grinter goes for goal. He's found Johnson instead. Johnson boots it up towards Kapler. Good tackle, Tingay, or was it not a good tackle?
How did he get rid of the ball?
Well, he must have handballed very quickly, and the umpire was in good position, so clever play from Darren Kapler to keep the ball in the first place, and then to make his Melbourne opposition player tackle him when he didn't actually have the ball.
Kapler from 48 metres out.
Good kick.
Going pretty close. Somebody hit the post. I think it was Jimmy Steins. Let it shake it. Give it a nice old touch along.
Not as hard as Lee Matthews, Peter.
No, it didn't break it.
Mind you, it's the goal post, not the point post.
There was a windy hill a few years back. Ball back into play. Lyon gets around his teammate Delina there. Kick dropping short. Melbourne's defenders working overtime. Greg Healy takes the rebound. Rendell, you have to get rid of it quickly, Matt. Delina, likewise, farms it out to Blakey. Good shepherding from Gale. And his kick is off target. And another behind to the Lions. So it takes the score to 110 to 99. Fitzroy doing it the hard way. Again, the ball back into play. Lovett takes the mark.
Lovett at half back for Melbourne. Time ticking away. Just 6.5 minutes left in this last quarter. Good mark taken by Brockhurst for Fitzroy. So Fitzroy will go back into attack. Brockhurst kick is a high one towards centre half forward. Melbourne have the numbers. Grinter a big punch. Delina on the bottom of the pack. Gets clear. Hand passes intercepted. Johnson, who's had about 6 kicks in this last term, tremendous player. The ball comes to the rear. Ahern gathers well. Quick kick up into the pocket. Goes over the top of Lyon and Pert. Now Pert back after the game, but he sees it over for a boundary throw-in. It's about 30 metres around from the Melbourne goal. And the Demons hanging on to their lead. They're 110, Fitzroy 99, and 5 3/4 minutes left in this last quarter. Ruck work, Rendell striving hard even though he's suffering from a bit of cramp. Gets the ball out the back. Gale, left foot kick in the Roos direction. Roos takes the mark, good use of the body. Roos on centre wing will put Fitzroy into attack. He'll have to move it pretty quickly. Nice long kick into the pocket. McGrath nearly gathers, now he does. Back it goes to Armstrong. He breaks clear beautifully, Matthew Armstrong. And it's not a bad kick off the wrong side of his body, and Osborne takes the mark in front.
Great play there. Great play from Fitzroy all the way down the ground to Paul Roos. Good long kick. Great control by McGrath then. And then the long kick up to find Richard Osborne, who used his body well. And now has a chance to have a shot for his 7th goal.
Well, I was not critical, but just looking for a little bit more from Richard Osborne at half-time. And what happens? He kicks four goals in the third quarter. And now this could be quite a crucial goal if he can convert. Makes no mistake, kicks his 7th. Difference is only 5 points.
Goal, we're back into the centre again. The next goal is going to be crucial. Less than a kick in it here at the cricket ground. Steins wins that one out. Down goes Blakey. Fitzroy fans looking for a free kick. The umpire thinks otherwise, and it will be a bounce about 3 metres on Melbourne's attacking side of centre.
They like the close ones, Melbourne, don't they, Peter?
You wouldn't want to be suffering from a heart condition supporting them, that's for sure. Knocked down actually by Stretch. Trying to get it to Tingay. It's Pekin, though, that comes out with the ball. Roos, Armstrong at right half forward. His target will be Osborne! And he has the chance to put Fitzroy ahead for the first time today if he can boot his 8th goal.
He certainly is an enigmatic player.
Oh, I agreed with at half-time, Ian. There's no doubt that without being critical of him, he's the player that Fitzroy need to lift. And at times he does give the impression that he's not quite with it. But certainly to finish up with now, it's 8 goals.
Fitzroy are in front. It's a goal. The Lions hit the front with 3 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, 8 goals, 5 to Richard Osborne. And he's had a pretty hot afternoon. 9 marks, 17 kicks, 1 handball, but 8 goals for a forward.
Roy leading by a point. O'Dwyer and Rendell. The redhead thumps it down. Lions kick 4. That won't be a goal, but it's a good attacking kick. Thumped away by Wind. He stumbles at the crucial moment, tries to get it to Brockhurst, and the umpire will bounce.
5-goal advantage. The ball at half forward for the Demons. Newport can't control. Jimmy Steins, Rendell. Great battle. Rendell gets the ball out. Kick from a standing position. Roos is in good position. Can't mark. Good punch away by Spalding.
Stretch has gone up.
Steins and Rendell. What a lion-hearted effort by Matt Rendell. His attitude obviously very much improved from last year. Fitzroy players throwing themselves on the ball. Ross Lyon there. And the umpire will come in and bounce the ball. Time ticking away. 2.5 minutes left. Can Fitzroy hang on? Melbourne have led all day. They trail by a point at the moment. Rendell gets himself in front. Steins gets the tap out. Gale over the top. Here's a chance for Melbourne. Jackson bumped off the football. All players striving hard. Right in front of the umpire, the Fitzroy player goes down. And umpire Snedden will come in and bounce.
And good sportsmanship there by Ricky Jackson too. Bounce on centre wing. Next goal, if in fact there's to be one, will certainly win the match. Armstrong unable to get clear. And I think you said we're going to see some good tough stuff in the next 2 minutes or so. We've seen that. Both sides really throwing themselves at the ball at the moment. Melbourne trying to open it up. Fitzroy trying to close it up. O'Dwyer had a ping at it and missed it. Jackson. Connolly. High ball. Pert the punch. Out it comes to Tingay. Can the rookie win it? That's close. It's a goal, and the Demons have hit back, have they? If it's through, it is. Melbourne by 5 points in a thriller.
Well, Stephen Tingay, won't he be elated there? And what a fine effort from a fellow to come on the ground and kick what could be the winning goal. There's still some time left. May not be enough for Fitzroy.
Well, Fitzroy have to get it out of the centre when it comes back. Our clock indicates that there's 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining in the match. It's certainly time for Fitzroy to win it if they're good enough, but they must get it out of the centre now. The most crucial knockout of the day. O'Dwyer underneath it. Doesn't get a good swing at it. Johnson puts Melbourne into attack. That might be curtains for Fitzroy. Wilson going hammer and tong at it. With the Lions defence standing firm, it's driven up towards centre wing position. Grinter, guts and determination. Good tackle, Broderick, and the ball spills clear for the boundary line. Kapler has picked it up.
Tell you what, you said Grinter was guts and determination.
Oh.
What about Kapler?
Yeah, let him know he was there, didn't he?
It was tremendous stuff by those two players. Broderick, with just seconds remaining. Now the marking contest at centre-half forward for Fitzroy. It comes to the back. Steins, a short kick. Gale, great gather. He backed himself. Kick around the corner to the front of the square. No Fitzroy mark. Chance for Matera. Osborne crashed to the ground by the Melbourne defence. And they need to get a quick kick to this ruck contest. It's only 25 metres from the Fitzroy goal. Only seconds left in the game. And what a tremendous finish to the first match of the season. No one can really break clear. Chance there for Pekin. Out wide, Matera. Hard up against the boundary line. Wally Matera, the siren's gone. It's out of bounds on the full, and Melbourne have won by 5 points.
Well, what a finish it was. Melbourne led by a mile in the first half, and then Fitzroy came back.
Footscray fans go to their side.